Hey! Good to see you all. Welcome. My name is Elmo, but you can call me this guy, because basically I'm not that guy. There's no one over there. I'm just pointing at the wall. Anyway, today I'm taking a look at what could possibly be the only overdrive pedal you'll ever need again, and that's this one, the Strymon Sunset. Why is it special? Well, you'll find out soon after this intro. Okay, so welcome back. Like I said, I'm talking about the Strymon Sunset today, which could potentially be the only overdrive pedal you'll ever need again. Potentially. I say potentially because I don't know what it sounds like. But the features on this are absolutely amazing. The amount of stuff that you can do with it is amazing. So if it sounds good, then it's a killer. It does cost a bit, but I think it's $270-ish, something like that. And I'll put a link below. But anyway, so what is the Strymon Sunset? It's a dual overdrive. So you have two channels. You have channel A and channel B. And on both channels, you can select 3 different types of overdrive. So that basically means that you have 2 pedals in one, with the option of changing any of the 2 pedals. Now, the cool thing about this pedal is that you can run the pedals A and B simultaneously. So you can get one of the 3 on the A channel and one of the 3 on the B channel simultaneously. Now you can do it either so that you go from A into B or from B into A, or you can do it so that you have them parallel, like running 2 different signals into a mixer and mixing them. This also means that any kind of proper review on this thing will be enormously long. So I'll cut this video into 2 pieces. This first piece will just be about the A and B side separately, and the second video will be the different combinations that you can do with this pedal. And yeah, that's basically it. It also has some clever features on the back, apart from the A into B, B into A plus B thing. It has a bright switch, which we'll look at in part 1, and it also has the option for you to store a favorite sound in the pedal and recall that instantly whatever you're doing. But you need an extra foot switch for that. Okay, so what else do I have going here? I have my Fender Yngwie Strat into a Marshall cab, and it's mic'd with an AKG C414. I also have a TC electronic delay, and I have a Fender Yngwie Malmsteen Overdrive, just to give you a kind of reference tone. And by the way, I don't have a noise gate because the Strymon has one, but here's when I turn it on. That's the Fender. That's what it sounds like without a noise gate. So here we go. Here's the Fender Yngwie Malmsteen Overdrive. Okay, so that was the Fender Yngwie Malmsteen Overdrive. Now, here's my clean signal, just to get started. So it's not entirely clean. Okay, so let's do side A of the Strymon Sunset. The first mode that you can select is GE, or germanium diode. If I remember correctly, it should be kind of a soft clipping type thing, so it shouldn't sound too harsh. Now let's have a listen to what that sounds like with everything set to 12. Drive, level and tone set to 12, and here goes. Very nice. I'll up the drive to, let's say, 3 o'clock. Very nice indeed. I'll up the level to, say, 3 o'clock as well, up the tone a bit and put the drive on full. This thing sounds absolutely brilliant. I'll see what the bright switch does on the back, because now I have it in the neutral position, and I'll put it into the minus position, which should darken the sound. So now it's in the minus. Not a huge difference, but enough to be noticeable. I'll put it into the plus position, if I can find the thing. There we go. Not sure if it's doing too much, actually. I'll just switch between the plus and minus while I keep playing with my left hand. Ha, what a circus trick. Wonder if I was switching the right switch. Yeah, I was, but didn't seem to do too much, that one. I'll see how much the tone knob does to the sound by playing and then turning that from, let's say I have it at 2 o'clock now, and I'll turn it all the way down and then all the way up. It sounds great. Okay, I'll do version 2. I'll put everything back to 12 o'clock and go for the second mode, which is Texas, and it should be kind of a tube screamer like thing. Again, here's the clean signal, and here's everything set to 12 o'clock on the Strymon. Sounds great. I'll turn level and drive up to 3 o'clock. See what it does now. Okay, now that I have it set to roughly where I like it, I'll add a bit of drive and a bit of tone. Tone's at 2 o'clock and drive's on full. I'll switch between the Texas and the germanium to see how different they sound. Yeah, the Texas sounds great, but I like the germanium a bit more. Okay, so the third option on the A side is a treble booster. Now what that does, it basically just boosts your signal a bit, so that shouldn't be too big of a difference to my kind of clean tone. And the tone pot here decreases the amount of bass in your signal, which means that if you have it set to 0, you have nothing on in tone. That means it should be just a kind of clean boost, which can be great for many different situations. Here's my clean signal again, and now I have the tone set to 0, so it should just be a clean boost. Let's see. Except I forgot to turn it to to the treble position. Let's try that again. Here's the clean one. So now if I roll up the tone, I should lose some bass. So I have it now at noon. And ended on full. This sounds good, this pedal. I'll turn back the tone all the way to 0 and add drive and level. See how much distortion you can get in this one. I'll have those on full now. As you can hear, not a lot. But this could be just the right amount for a certain type of thing. Yeah, this, I can see tons of possibilities with this one. Now, as you noticed, it also has a built-in noise gate which you can adjust according to taste. So the Yngwie Malmsteen Overdrive in the beginning made a lot of extra noise, while this one made no extra noise. Okay, so side B. Now this one has a 2-stage overdrive, a hard overdrive, and what was the last one? Yeah, J-FETs. So let's start with the 2-stage overdrive and see what that does at with everything set to 12 o'clock. Here's the clean one again. Okay, very nice. I'll up the drive and level to 3 o'clock and tone a bit as well. I'll keep the tone at 12. Here's drive and level at 3 o'clock. This sounds so good, this pedal, that it's insane. I'll up the drive to full and the level to full, and now I'll add a bit to the tone, so tone's at 3 o'clock now. That's a bit too much drive almost for my liking. It sounds so good. It sounds so bloody good. Okay, I'll do the hard clipping thing, which should be a bit harsher. Now, here's the clean tone again. And here's the hard clipping thing with everything set to 12. Ah. This is putting me in a very happy mood. Level up to 3 and drive up to 3. Okay, that's a bit too much for me, and it's a bit too modern for my liking, but it still sounds very good. Oof. Could be a good rhythm sound for some stuff. I don't think I need more drive on this, but I'll check what the tone control does. Turn that back to 9. Up to 3 o'clock. It's crazy good, this. Okay, last one is the J FET, which is also kind of a clean-ish boost type P thingy, so it just adds a bit more instead of being your main kind of overdrive thing. Here's with it set to 12 o'clock, everything. Sorry, here's the clean tone first. And then the J FET with everything at 12. Drive and level up to 9. Drive all the way up and level as well. Why not? Why not? Okay, so that's all of the separate pedals, kind of pedals in the box, as it were. I'm gonna calibrate my ears now by playing a bit on the Yngwie Overdrive, and then I'll see. I think I like the germanium one most, possibly, and compare it with. Well, I'll just compare it with that and see how it compares. Nothing compares. Sorry. Here's the Yngwie Overdrive. And here's the Strymon. Jeez. I'll switch between the two. Well, this is the kind of thing where I'd actually have to properly record both pedals and compare them in a mix. I'm feeling both, really am. The thing about both pedals that I really like is that they're both really simple. Okay, the Strymon has tone control, which the Fender doesn't, and but it's basically just your average kind of gain, level, and tone type thing. And then you have a few added options, but it sounds absolutely great. It's killer. And for the price of 270 odd dollars or euros or whatever it was, because it's basically two pedals in one, you have everything you need. You can just pack that in your guitar bag and be sure to have enough gain regardless of the amp that you want. And because you can store a favorite, you can have two sounds kind of dialed in on the pedal, and then with the favorite pedal you can just recall whatever is your favorite sound. So you have three sounds at your disposal all the time. The Yngwie Malmsteen Overdrive just has the one. Admittedly, it's been my favorite sound for ages, but or that kind of thing. But the Strymon does that really nicely. It does that. It sounds. I mean, just listen to this. Compared to the Yngwie. Now, still do think the Yngwie sounds slightly better, but the difference is it's so small I can live with that. And once I get to know the Strymon a bit better, I'm sure I can get an even better sound out of it. I don't know if I can better the Yngwie Malmsteen Overdrive with it, but I can sure as hell get close enough that I won't care. And because it has the flexibility that it has, it's great. I mean, I save space on my pedal board because I don't have to have a noise gate plus a Fender Yngwie Malmsteen Overdrive plus a third something or other to get a different type of sound. I have all of that in this one box. So think about cost. It's not that bad. It's not expensive when you think about it like that. And the cool thing is that I haven't even explored the kind of unique options that this pedal gives you. That's for the next video. Now, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Like I said, I have a link in the description to where you can get one of these Strymons if you want one. And yeah, please subscribe so you don't miss part 2 of this. It should be interesting. I'm going to do it later on because I'm in a bit of a hurry now. But yeah, so subscribe so you don't miss part 2 of this. And feel free to support me on Patreon because I buy the gear that I review so you get a proper, honest review. And boy, am I glad I bought this pedal because it's absolutely amazing. It's brilliant. Looks like the GoPro is slightly askew now, so the picture somewhere over here of the Strymon should be a bit funny looking, but who gives a damn as long as it sounds good. Right. I'll end by playing a bit on the Strymon Sunset. I like the name, by the way, because I have a song called Sunset as well. Maybe I should write a song called Strymon or Simon. Strymon says. I'm tired. Thank you for this one. I hope you liked it and see you in another one. I'm going to end by playing a bit on the Texas setting of the Strymon. Take care. Bye.